Hi, and welcome to Musicians Hangout with your host, Crash Fistfight from Dissonant Chaos, Hated Noise, and Fatal Butterfly, and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's great to be back. And oh man, what a cool week it was. It was a very cool week.
Oh, yes, it was.
We had
and
so
as you
much
guys can
fun.
tell, we are not together anymore. Boo.
Yes.
Sad face.
Yes, she came to see me and now she's gone. But we're back together, sort of.
Yes, I know.
Just not in person. All right, I'll go over our mission statement for Musicians Hangout, and we will introduce our guest. All right, Musicians Hangout mission statement is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music. And let's welcome Rocky Burning. Hello, Rocky.
Yo.
Welcome.
Where are you broadcasting from tonight?
I'm in Denver, Colorado, which is where I live.
That's awesome. You might be our first Colorado guest.
Sick.
Second.
Yeah.
Isn't it our second?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been so many guests already this year. So
well, let's go with first. I like the sound of that.
Okay, we'll say that. But if somebody else was, we'll remember sometime.
At some point. Usually. And Denver is actually like my hometown / state.
Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody that's viewing tonight. I see we have some of our friends in the chat room, Devin and Rebecca. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for joining us. As you can tell, I was a little nervous. I don't usually do that anymore. Sorry, Rocky. I like spaced there for a second. I've had a long day.
So good. It happens when when I'm around. Just kidding.
So,
joke.
So tell me a little bit about how you became a musician.
So when I was like 14, I went to my friend's house and they played guitars. And I had always been into a bunch of stuff. Like I used to skateboard and all that stuff. But I went to their house and they played guitars. So I was like, oh, I guess I should probably learn how to play guitar too. And I got my first guitar and I just fell in love with it like literally instantly. And I knew that I just wanted to play guitar and sing for the rest of my life. So I have been working on the same goals since that day. Like,
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Very cool. What was your first guitar?
It was actually a J Tercer Telecaster, like model type. And I smashed it at a party. It was pretty cool.
What? Did you smash it like to be cool playing? Like back in the 90s when grunge players used to do that and punk?
That was why I did it. But it was cool. It was like this big house party. This girl, it was like when I was in high school. So this girl had this big giant party. She had this big house and like everybody in the whole like town, that all of our whole high school was there. And we were the band playing. And
awesome.
Like, I was like, yo, how am I going to like make sure everyone remembers this? And people still remember it. It's like I go home and visit. I'm from New York. That's where I'm from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So when I go home,
we got some friends in New York.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, we do.
In fact, one of our board members is in New York and New York State. He's not in New York City, but he made the advertisement for your show tonight.
Oh, well.
So he's been doing these little clips for the artist.
Justin is the one who got a hold of you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got a hold of you through Justin. That's right.
Justin.
Thank you, Justin. It's awesome.
Thank you, Justin.
Yo, he's the man. He's on point.
He is, man.
Oh yeah.
Always hearing from him and,
my.
Like we made this happen, or he made this happen in like really quick, like 48 hours. So here I am.
Yeah, we were a little worried because we weren't able to get a hold of our original guest for tonight. And yeah, Justin saved the day within like less than 24 hours of letting him know that we needed to get.
Like less than 20 damn minutes. What are you talking about?
See,
Well,
he makes things
well, Justin knows what to
He
do.
makes it happen like lickety split.
Yeah, he knows what to do. If you guys are ever in a pickle, just call me. I got you.
cool. Thank you.
Ooh,
Yes.
Justin knows that. Justin
we
knows
have
that,
all
so
of
that's why-
September wide open that we need to fill. Hint, hint,
Yeah,
wink,
let
wink.
your friends know. Yeah, we would like to fill up the month of September quick if we could.
Cool. Yeah. Well, if we can sell some T-shirts on my website, then I won't have to go get a job again. I can come and talk to you guys whenever I want.
That'd be sweet.
Nice. So buy his t-shirts.
Yeah, where can we find your t-shirts?
So they'll be up for pre-order this weekend at rockyburning.com. So just ROCKY
Hold on, I got it.
BURNING.
You got it, girl? Okay, thanks.
And that's
Yep.
my real name, but it's also my stage name. So
Sweet.
that's also my website, which is rockyburning.com.
Perfect.
I got a single coming out this Saturday, and it's going to be free on Spotify as well as my YouTube channel, and Apple Music and all the other whatever Tidal, all that stuff.
Okay.
And it's all free. So if you enjoy the music, I already got 3 other singles out. If you enjoy it, just go and show some love and buy a T-shirt or like a koozie. You get a free sticker with everything.
Oh,
I
there's
also have some
koozies?
masks.
That's awesome.
yeah.
I love the koozies.
Yeah, and it's all matching to go with the song, and all of the merchandise is actually like the highest quality that I could get, and it's all custom. So it's actually like the first designer band merch is actually what I'm going for
Wow.
here.
Now, what is your website again?
It's
RockyBurning.com.
rockyburning.com.
Got it.
Perfect. Super easy to remember. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it works.
Well, cool. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your single.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So I just recorded it not that long ago. It was kind of like in the midst of the whole lockdown. So I actually got rescheduled twice, but we got it done. I recorded it in Evergreen at this place called Evergroove Studios, Evergreen, Colorado. Shout out to Brad
Cool.
Smalling. He's the engineer and producer on it, and he's really good. So it's kind of the declaration of kind of like the rest of my career.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I've been like a rock blues artist. I grew up playing blues, and I always loved classic rock, and that's like where my roots are from, and like funk. But I really love like the idea of like being like a pop rock artist and like a pop artist. That's what I want to do. So all of my singles until now have been like catchy, like pop style songs, but they've been like rock songs. So this song still has guitar, still has, all the rock feel, but it's a very modern version. It's very much a pop song more than it
I
is
like
a rock
that.
song.
You'll get a wider range of an audience that way, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I'm going for. I still want it to be like quality. Like, I don't want it to be like Justin Bieber kind of pop. I want it to be like palatable and for everyone to like it, but it still has that rock and roll quality.
Yeah.
Good guitar and good vocals and like good songwriting.
I feel you. Yeah, I get you. Very, very cool. So he's going to play his single for us tonight.
Oh yeah, I guess I can play it, huh?
Yeah, and we'll get back to some more questions after you debut
Hold on.
your single on the show. So, wow, that's a nice guitar. Very good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You got a cool guitar back there too. What is that? Was that a Dean?
Oh, which one is that? Is it a Washburn back there? Yep.
Washburn.
Yep. Sometimes
All
it switches. My husband plays the guitar. I'm a drummer.
Yeah. You guys are both drummers.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, we will let you get to it.
All right. So yeah, this is the newest song. It's called Thirsty, and it'll be out everywhere on all major streaming platforms this Saturday, the 25th. And if you like it, go buy some stuff on my website. Take a sip of my drink, girl. I bet it tastes fantastic. Won't take a sip of my drink, girl. I bet it tastes fantastic. I better make it say, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah. I better make it say, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah. Summertime is coming, baby. I know what you want. You need something to cool yourself off. Oh, I got you, baby. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. So let me sip up on your drink, girl. I bet it tastes fantastic. Oh, let me sip up on your drink, girl. I bet it tastes fantastic. I better make it say, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah. I better make it say, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah. Summertime is coming, babe. I know what you want. You need something to cool yourself off. Oh, I got you, baby. I know how you feel. 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 And I know that you're thirsty, baby. I'm thirsty too. Thirsty for me. I'm thirsty for you. So come and take a sip of my drink, girl. All right, cool.
That was awesome.
Thanks.
Awesome. I loved it.
I have been dying since I got that little short snippet.
Yeah.
It's like what, like 15 seconds or
12
something?
seconds, yeah. Yeah, I mean
12
that was,
seconds. Yeah, I knew it was something super short, and I'm just like, ooh, I want to hear the song. Like, I want to hear everything. And oh, it is as just as great as I thought it was going to.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, that was my first time ever performing it on a podcast. So it's not like if you want to hear the best version of it, just go listen to it this Saturday. It'll be free on my YouTube channel and on all the other streaming platforms, just under my name, Rocky Burning.
Fair enough.
That's awesome.
All right.
Cool. Oh, hot in here now.
I like the groove, man. That was great.
Thank you.
Oh man, yeah. I love the island style kind of music. Like, I don't know. It was groovy.
Yeah, it's supposed to have that beach vibe. I mean,
Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did.
I feel like a lot of artists have a lot of things to say that's real serious, like right now in this time that we're living in. But I don't know if like I'm one of those people that like needs to be like preaching everybody. So I just decided to put out some singles that are just about having a good time and about like something you can just listen to in the car with people that you like and just enjoy yourself for a little while,
Yeah, no kidding, right? Oh gosh, we all need that right now.
Yeah.
Oh, more. Yeah, most definitely. Oh, definitely need that.
Hey, so we have some
So
really exciting news. We are almost to 200 subscribers on Musicians Hangout YouTube channel. Crash, were you able
two-way.
to put our oh, here it is. I think that's it. Hold on, where'd it go?
Oh, here, you know what? Here, I can do it right here.
Okay, cool. I thought I saw it, but I didn't.
I got it. I got it. I got it. It'll be super easy.
Someone viewing through Facebook says it keeps cutting out. If it's cutting out at all on your Facebook, check it out on our YouTube channel. And Crash is going to put up our link to that in the comments in just a moment, so that you can view on another platform, because sometimes we do have glitches on either platform. So it's different for everybody's devices too. So one person could be seeing this just fine, another person could have glitches. So we want to help you all out as much as we can, because we want you all
Give
to,
me a second.
and we need more subscribers. We are almost to 200 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed to Musicians Hangout yet, please do. And you could be our 200th subscriber and you will win a prize. I will send you a t-shirt.
Ooh.
Musicians Hangout t-shirt.
Ooh,
Ooh. All you got to do is subscribe.
that's always fun.
Wait, do I get a shirt though?
Are you going to subscribe?
I
you
already did.
subscribe?
I already did.
Are you 200?
He
You
did subscribe.
No, I'm not
Gotta
200
be
because I'm already.
200.
Oh.
Maybe we could do an exchange, like you send us, we'll send you, like that.
Yeah.
Bribery. If you help the 200th person subscribe, which you probably will, if it's somebody you know, how about that?
Yeah. So yeah, to my fans out there, yo, show them how we do it. Let's put
Yeah,
some
yo,
numbers up.
do it.
Up.
I'll pop it up here. All right.
Oh,
Oh, you got it. Boom. Check us out on the link below. We don't have a fancy channel. It's all, alphabet soup. But if you follow this link, it'll take you to our channel. You can subscribe, win a t-shirt.
we have to reach 1,000 subscribers before we can actually choose our channel name.
So we need 1,000. We've already got like almost 200 in a year. So that's not bad.
We have 198. So
it's pretty good.
2 more, guys. 2 more.
It would be sweet to make
I
it.
will know.
That would be cool.
That would be sweet. Like, I remember back in the day when we would have like 12 subscribers and we were like, hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
And then we got 15 subscribers. We were just over the moon, totally excited. And then when we reached 100 subscribers, that just blew our minds.
Yeah.
And here we are, too short of 200
Yay.
in just 3 weeks over a year. Because this is week 57. So.
Well, we've done this all by not really funding it whatsoever. So, well,
we funded out of our own pockets.
Right.
That's how we fund it.
Definitely.
That is awesome. I mean, that shows that you just, if you guys are passionate about what you're doing, it'll work. I mean,
we are passionate about sharing other musicians' music. That's what we're passionate about.
That's why I have
Being
no doubt
ourselves
that you guys will get to 1,000 subscribers, because people like me and artists like me are constantly looking for something like this. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get my stuff out to anybody who doesn't want to listen to me, but the people that are interested in stuff like this, that's who I want to reach out to, and there's a million of people there's a lot of people just in the city of Denver who are really just trying to get what they're doing out there. So anything like this is just great, and I'm very thankful for it.
Denver definitely has a poppin' music scene, just like the Seattle area does,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty excited, and it's nice to reach back home to my home roots.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know who wouldn't like your music, honestly. I mean, everything I've heard from you, because being a stalker, I stalked your music. It
Well,
is just amazing, and I really love it. And it's like sitting in the sun kind of music, drinking a beer,
yeah, it's about having a good time. It's party
partying with
music.
your friends.
Um,
Yeah.
it's party music. Two of the songs I recorded in Nashville. You can kind of tell
Ooh.
once I say that, once you go back and listen to two of the songs that are on my Spotify, they kind of have like this little bit of a twang in there. But I did it at Southern Ground in Nashville, and then the one song called "Natty Daddy Baby Mama." That's my first ever single, and I actually released it on like an EP that I did when I initially um, like launched my solo career, and that was like 4 years ago. But I just started putting my music on major platforms last year. So I released two singles last year, or one single last year, two singles last year, and then one which is Natty Daddy. It was a re-release. Just released that one. So all three of those ones are on my Spotify, and then Thirsty will be the fourth one. So I plan to do another single after that, and then I'm not putting out another single until I have the money to do an album. Um, so I have 10 songs. My album's completely written. I've been working on it for years, but I don't want to like short myself. So I'm not doing it until I have enough money to make a full production. Um, so that's why I
Makes
decided
sense.
to invest in like a website to sell t-shirts and stuff like that, because I'm putting all this music out for free, and on my YouTube channel, I'm putting out all this content for free. And I love to do that. I don't want to charge anybody for my music. I want people to listen to it for free, but I want the support of the people who actually care about like supporting me as an artist to just show some love and buy some stuff so I can make this goddamn record.
Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Seriously. Yeah.
We feel yeah.
Oh
The
goodness.
band
Yeah.
Fatal Butterfly, we've been trying to like record an album for like 7 years now.
Yeah.
Been
Yeah, you guys know
crazy.
exactly what I mean.
Oh,
Gosh, I think ours has
thank
been.
you, Jared. We love what we do.
Yeah. 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 The Maxwell's, my band, has been trying to do our album since, let's see, um, 4 years ago. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I started writing my record like 4 years ago, and it's been
Yeah.
written and
We're almost done. We're so close. We're so close.
cool. Oh, I'm excited to hear it.
We're
Awesome.
pretty close.
I will share it. I will
We
share
have a lot of EPs out.
it.
Awesome.
Yes, yes. I will share it too, for sure.
So I went
I've
to the
got
gym.
another question for you, Rocky.
Yeah. What? So I went to the
Liz
gym
is
today.
going.
So I got a good pump going on right now. I feel like.
It's kind of fun to mess around with the cameras. I know.
The
Right?
beach is that way.
We were sort of doing that together. We did some promo photos that we'll be releasing, throughout the months or throughout the next few months.
Yeah.
So when she came to visit me, we did some promo photo shoots, and we did some muscle ones together.
Oh, nice.
Empowerment, tough girls.
Nice.
Some of them look like we're gonna kick somebody's ass. It's like,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
we look tough.
Some of them do. We're like, whoa. I love it. Oh my god. I had so much fun doing them too. It was
Me
fun.
too. Oh
I'm
my gosh,
into
I had
that.
so much fun with you. Oh yeah, Rocky, I had a question.
Okay.
What bands or musicians influence you?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good
That's a
one.
good question. So initially, when I first started like playing music, it was all like blues and classic rock. So my guitar playing, like I was a guitar player before I was a singer. But
Okay.
so a lot of my influences were like Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin, and like Deep Purple and like those classic rock bands.
Hell yeah, those
Like,
are good
Wow.
bands.
yeah, and
Those are. Well, mostly.
then also blues artists like Buddy Guy, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and my favorite guitar player, the greatest guitar player who's ever lived, is Jimi Hendrix. So like
Oh
he's like my
yes.
biggest, that was my biggest like influence in my like amateur career. Like when I was just learning out, was playing in my hometown area, but when I realized that I liked pop music and I wanted to play pop music, my biggest influence was probably Bruno Mars, actually, because
Awesome. Oh,
Huh.
I love Bruno Mars. I do.
yeah, everyone loves Bruno Mars, and that's the thing, because he makes pop music, but it's quality. Like his music,
It's funky. It's
yeah.
like get up and dance. And I'm a metal chick, you know, like I'm into metal, I'm into rock, and I want to groove to that. Like I don't get into a lot of that mainstream stuff, but like Bruno Mars gets me dancing.
Yeah.
My youngest daughter had like the biggest crush on him when she was younger. And he is good. He is good.
Yeah.
Well,
everyone has a
but
crush on.
I gotta say, like, I love, oh God, what's that guy from like NSYNC? What's his name?
Which one?
Justin Timberlake?
Yep.
The guy?
I'm bringing sexy back.
Yeah, JT.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I mean, JT's the OG. Like he's like
he is OG. And like, I love him. It's weird. Like I have like weird double driver tattoos on me and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
You guys are metal?
Oh, hell yeah.
So when I started playing guitar, I played blues, and then I found out about metal, and I like loved playing metal for years. And I played a couple of metal bands, and I wrote like a bunch of songs for them. And I used to like just like throw down at metal shows. So that was like I had that phase for a while. It's still I don't like play metal music anymore, but when I'm just playing guitar by myself, it's like my favorite thing to play. It's just like metal riffs.
Hell yeah. Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Yes. If I were a guitar player, that's what I would want to play too. Like I watched my husband play the metal riffs and it looks like so much fun. He like totally gets into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be in a hardcore metal band so bad, but all my bands are punk.
I mean, punk is
close
to hardcore. Like
yeah, it really is.
Hardcore stuff.
I really love my hardcore punk band.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool.
A lot. My punk band Hated Noise. Hated Noise. That's the name of my punk band.
Hated Noise?
Yes.
Yeah, Hated Noise. Yeah. It's an oxymoron, you know.
Sounds pretty punk.
It is.
And oh my gosh. I love it so much. It's so fast. It got me out of my comfort zone because I like to do safe beats. But this one, I'm going so fast. Sometimes I'm throwing sticks left and right. So I have to learn a new way of doing stuff so I have more stick control.
Yeah.
So I don't move sticks. And I also have to learn how to play super freaking fast, which was a challenge, but now I'm getting it. And I just have a lot of fun, especially when I'm having not a great day. I can go to band practice and just, take it out on my drum kit. And
yeah. Your other bands
come home were super exhausted and just be like, I had a good day.
Your other bands are like a softer punk, if that's a thing. Yeah. I don't know. Like maybe not softer, slower. I don't know.
It's way slower than what I'm doing with Hated Noise.
Yeah.
I love my bands equally. What was that?
Which one do you like the best? I'm putting you on the spot right now.
Well, she just said she loves them equally. They're just different.
They're different.
Are you
but
on this one?
I gotta say, I have the most fun with Hated Noise.
I knew it.
It's just,
it's so much fun.
It's a different kind of music. It's a faster, and like the guys, they don't treat me like a princess. They make me work hard, and I like that.
Yeah, well, being the drummer is like the hardest job.
It really is, and they make me work for it too. Like work for it. When I come home from band practice, I'm like, I just want to lay in bed and go to sleep now. And
it's good exercise.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. It really is. It really is. And like in all bands that I've been in, they've all given me like a good feeling when I'm playing. Like some bands grow apart or move apart. That's what we did. We moved from our band when we moved from North Dakota to Washington. And we've played with a few musicians here. And we've also done recording with one of our friends through Jamlink. So via the internet recording. Well, I shouldn't say recording, jamming live through Jamlink. And then we went back to North Dakota to our friend Dave's studio. He has a home studio there, AD&M, and he recorded our album. And it was such a fun experience to, record with distance between you. In fact, that's what we named the album, was The Space Between.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was, you know, for the virtual age. It was something we could do with our friend that we moved away from.
Yeah, I've always been so scared of doing that because I'm just like an ape in the 21st century when it comes to like actually using the equipment for recording and doing like even this, but I use that as like an opportunity to get to work with people. Like I bring what I do to the table, which is songwriting. I consider myself a songwriter first.
I got you.
So like I can learn all that stuff and that's my plan, but I enjoy like meeting a producer and an engineer in the middle. And I step into his world, his or her world, and they step into mine simultaneously, and we just like make this idea that I have and it comes to life. And so like as much as I want to know how to do everything, I really like outsourcing as much as I can because it's like that's how you build a community is you work with people.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. That's what we try to do. That's why we have that part of our mission statement to build a community to save music. Connect with other musicians, help promote them, connect with other musicians, between musicians. So
yeah, and that's why I really mean when I said I'm happy to support you guys because that's what I'm about. I'm about like building a community,
yeah,
and being because that like if artists do that, then they become independent from the machine. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
what I mean is just
right.
like big label stuff or big corporate
Yep.
stuff, which is great. But like if we all just outsource to each other, we might make half the amount of money, but we're gonna make all of that half amount as opposed to just like paying like these big labels or these like big like entities and let them take most of the money. You know what I mean? So like a lot of
And that's what
my work,
happens.
yeah, not a lot. So a lot of my work has been like just trying to figure out how to be as independent as possible. And you can watch all those videos. I mean, there's millions of YouTube videos on how to like be an independent artist. But the only way you're really going to figure out is to just go and book your own shows and record your own music and build your own like website and sell stuff. So it's like you just have
Yeah.
to figure it out. You know what I mean? I've been doing this for 12 years and it's like kind of starting to work. So
Oh,
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So it just if that's something you really want to do, like it's rough. And I mean, I'm pretty dumb, so like I made a lot of just like bad decisions.
oh,
But so not ever like but that's what it's about. It's about like figuring it out. So but I think if like we're all working on that and then we just work together, it's like every year the community that you're in, the scene that you're in, the friends that you build, like everyone's stronger like every year and it keeps going. So
Getcha.
yeah, it totally makes sense. Yeah. And yeah, that's what we're part of. That's what we're all about. And we're just sort of over the machine too. Like it's proven that the machine can't control us during our uncertain times that we're dealing with the COVID outbreak and the pandemic. So yeah, I think that going virtual will help musicians grow. I know that it already has online, but with everybody sort of going that way, it's a totally different machine.
yeah. Exactly, yeah. And that's what I love about YouTube and Spotify. I think Spotify is the next YouTube. It's
Yeah,
these free. They're basically search engines. You know what I mean? They're search
right.
engines for content, and it's all free. So, um, like I think that's the most interaction we should have with like big corporate entities is someone like Spotify or someone like YouTube, where they're gonna give us the platform and the advertising to make money. But really, like your hustle, like how long does it take to get to 1,000 subscribers? Like Like, what are you gonna do
Oh
until that? You
man.
know what I mean?
I don't
You
know,
have
like
to find
5 years? I don't know. Like,
yeah, you have to figure out ways to like
yeah,
We're gonna
get
wait and
by
get like the
until you
3
get there.
subscribers that we can at a time.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So like, that's like being like attached to Spotify and YouTube is like a really like good lesson to learn that like you still have to do it yourself. Like you still have to go out and do shows and you still have to go out and like go to other people's shows and support people in network and
right.
just be or make original
You're only
content.
gonna help yourself if you support others, honestly.
Hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Because
Yeah.
they will support you back, and then their fan base becomes your fan base,
Yeah.
and vice versa. You
Yeah.
know,
Exactly. And
your
like
fan base becomes theirs, and theirs becomes yours, and that's how music spreads.
mhm.
yeah. It's a beautiful thing. I love being part of it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Like Denver really showed me that because that's how the scene is here. So the thing is
Yeah,
that with Denver, like it's kind of blown up, but it's not like LA, Nashville, New York level yet. It's like
I got
right
you.
below that. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of huge artists that come out of here, and there's a lot of different types. So there's like 100 like different. There's like 50 little like music scenes within the city, and it's not that big of a city.
Hmm.
Um, so what's happening is it's like there's all these like small little pockets of different styles, and those little pockets that are in there, like they all like it's all real tight. You know what I mean? Like all my friends are
Yeah,
friends at that I met at the open mic or the showcase that we all meet up at. You know what I mean? And that's like the rock kind of like pop kind of stuff that like that I'm doing that a bunch of other people are doing. So they like I learned from being here that like if we all just support each other, like it just makes us a big team. You know what I mean? Um, and so my goal is to kind of just be on the forefront of that. Like I've been in Denver for like 3.5 years now. I've been just trying to get my shit together here, and so now I'm ready. Now I'm prepared. Now I'm about to drop my stuff. So I want to try to get this whole city behind me, this whole city of
Oh
Denver,
yeah.
and then start making moves because I see so many people like move to LA or they move to New York, but like no one's gonna listen to your stuff or like take you seriously or like be loyal to you if your own city that you live in doesn't support you. You know what I mean?
right.
So
Oh, yeah. I feel that too. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's sort of how it feels here in the Pacific Northwest. And I say that because people think Seattle, but it's bigger than that. It's like the whole Puget Sound down to Portland area that, is like that. Um, I mostly play in Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia, but I play north too in Everett and Arlington. And that's sort of where I met Crash, was in that scene.
Okay. Um. Yeah, I haven't been up I haven't been to like the north like west yet. I'd love to get up there. I heard that there's like a pretty good rock scene there, actually.
There is. It's super fun and it's a community.
Mm.
Like we meet each other and we help each other out. We lift each other up. Not everyone's like that in this scene, but most of us are.
Hmm.
Um, and it's a really cool. We call it the rock and roll family. And I guess
Cool.
that stretches out even further. Like we've got fans and friends from the East Coast. In fact, all over the nation, I can think of right now with musicians hangout that are part of our rock and roll family. They'll message us, uh, just things to check in about, not just promoting, but just letting us know how they're doing through all of this. Like we've built some pretty good relationships through all of this.
And did we
Hey,
have?
girl, welcome.
Sorry.
No,
You know
you're
me,
fine. You're fine.
technical difficulties.
I got you. I got you.
At
We're
least I
good at that.
listened.
We
It's
cover
all
for
good.
each other well.
Yes, we do.
I think everybody gets it. I think by now everybody's done one of these. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So it's like I think everybody gets it, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
get it now. It was pretty new when we started out with it. We started out with Google Hangouts, and then that went away completely. So we were without a platform that would
What do you mean?
enable us to all be on camera together from different locations. And then we found StreamYard, and StreamYard was pretty new to
Like
to
what,
techno.
2 months? Like they debuted 2 months before we needed them or something crazy like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So luckily we found them and we were able to continue our show. We took a week or two off trying to figure out what exactly to do with the show because we are not in the same location. So I want to say that we're what is it, Crash? Are we like 200 and some miles away
Y-
from each other?
Yeah,
I forget.
yeah, I think 200 and something. That sounds
250-ish. Yeah.
yeah.
So she's north of Seattle and I am northwest on a peninsula that's not near the city.
Mm.
So I
Peninsula.
commute in to do shows when I did shows in person, and when I do shows in person, when that opens up, you know.
Mhm.
How did you
Yeah.
guys work out your music scene down there in Denver? Like, what are you guys doing?
Well, we start by crushing a bottle of wine every time we do a podcast, right? That's the first thing.
Okay, I've got my bottle here.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 Yeah. So, yeah, everyone's drunk basically. Um,
Not yet,
and
but we're getting there.
yeah. So,
That's the goal by the end of the podcast.
yeah. So
Yeah, the last hour is a
yeah.
little rough. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Basically, so like how it works in Denver is like you basically are like you kind of pick a scene that you're in. And then there's like gatekeepers, which are really actually just like the venues. So if you can get in with the person at the venues, like at the type of places that you want to play at, then you can get on the bill. And if you don't suck, then you'll keep getting booked. So basically, it's that. So it's kind of hard to progress in some ways because you kind of get stuck in little pockets. The other thing is
So
so I'm
it's
not trying to
nothing
throw
like Seattle's the
well,
same way, pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Well,
like that.
I'm not trying to throw shade on Denver or any city, but like I definitely have like my like thoughts about like how things are running, and like I'm not super happy with it. Like, and what I mean by that is like yeah, like the gatekeepers are kind of like the venues, and I think that the venues have way too much control over the artists and like what happens, and no one's getting paid good enough, especially now,
Oh,
like because like let's say the
do
bar
you guys
gives you
get
10.
drink tickets?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Listen,
That's the scene everywhere,
yeah.
really. Yeah.
Dude, it's a good show if you're getting paid not one, but
Yo,
2 drink tickets.
listen, if I'm performing, I'm not paying for a drink. You can bill me, but I'm not paying for it. Like if I'm performing, I'm drinking. You know what I mean? So that's just how it is.
Right. It goes back in. It's a big circle. We know. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, we get it.
But so the other thing, like I like let's say the bar gives you like 10%, right? Because I don't know, that's what the deal is. But nowadays, the only reason that someone would even go to a restaurant right now is to go see some live music. I mean, obviously, like I think just that artists in general are like way more of a percentage of the bar sales and restaurant sales in places right now. So we should be
Agreed.
getting more percentage of
Right.
whatever the deal
I
is. You
agree.
know what I mean?
Well, maybe
Yeah.
that will work out for us in the end. Like maybe this will change the music scene for the better. Like I used to, when we were in North Dakota, we would make 10%. So it was just awe-striking to come out here thinking we'd make more money as musicians in the Seattle area, but it's oversaturated.
Okay, here in the Seattle scene, my whole entire music career, I can tell you never once, never, ever in the history of freaking evers was I ever offered a percentage of the bar. Never.
Well, in North Dakota, they don't
Ever.
do that anymore
It's
because
like 2 drink tickets. Like we'll get a percentage of the door, but not the bar.
No, you should get all the
I take
door.
that back. I take that back.
you get all of
I
that.
take that back. One time, well, there was 2 times, same bar, and that would be my friend Kat. She owned a bar called the Paradise Tavern in Monroe, Washington.
Oh,
Her
Monroe.
and her husband Jim, Sophie, who he's a barber, same block. Anyway, we had some record-breaking nights. Like we pulled in a huge crowd for their little bar. It's the most money they ever made ever in a night.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave us a percentage of the bar. Like most bands made like $400 that night.
Yeah.
And then New Year's happened, and we tripled that night.
Heck yeah.
So
See, there was a time.
But that's the only time. I have otherwise it's like $100 guarantee, couple drink tickets sometimes one, sometimes two, sometimes zero. Sometimes you have to pay to play $250 or, sell tickets and give them as much money as you can until you reach that $250. So you're really making nothing. You're losing money. Sometimes you'll make $3 a ticket. Sometimes you'll make I mean, it's just Seattle's such a weird, fickle place.
Man,
Just
Adam
what
brought
kind of crap.
too. There was a bar that I played, the Gemini up in Port Angeles, where we saw Death Fetish offered a percentage. And I do remember that because when I played, we got a percentage too.
No, Adam, the Paradise offered us a percentage. Cat and Jim at the Paradise offered us a percentage. Remember, we made a shit ton of money those 2 nights.
So Adam's talking about a different time. He's just talking about
right. But I guess, yeah, he is correct. But I'm just saying, like, I thought I was wrong. But no, Cat and Jim, they give us a percentage of the bar that they made that night.
So some bars do that, but it's less and less. Like it used to happen a lot more for us anyway, back in the North Dakota scene, because, well, it was the early 2000s. And then something happened about 10 years later. Pay to play
is the worst policy ever.
It is.
Yeah. And
only the bar makes money. Only the bar makes money.
So
musicians.
This is what I'm gonna tell everybody. If you get on a pay-to-play show, get them to give you as many tickets as you can, right? And then just hand them out to your friends. And then just be like, sorry, I just gave them all away. Not, okay,
you would still have to pay.
But like,
then you would have to pay the $250.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah, but,
we didn't do that for the Columbia City. We sold 3
No, but
tickets.
if you just hand out tickets.
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
Well, that's because it's not my No, you should sell the tickets. But pay to play is like, it's different. Like you should be able to sell tickets as an artist, but you shouldn't be doing pay to play deals. Is basically my point. That was like, don't actually do that. But it's about as like productive for you as it is for them to just like make you sell tickets. Because if they're not putting any effort in selling the tickets,
they have these companies from out east that will get a hold of you from like Chicago and stuff. I guess it would be out west. From Chicago and stuff, and they're going to be like, hey, we got this masquerade ball going on at the Hard Rock Cafe. All you have to do is sell 25 tickets.
And all you have to do
anything over at $10 a piece. And then anything over that, you get to keep 100%. But we get those first 25 tickets. But it's good. A lot of people are going to show up because it's a masquerade ball, and we're going to give out like masks. Like they try to sweeten the deal, They're like, they send their little honeypots out.
I mean,
to try to like rope us suckers in to try to do a show. Because you want to play and you want to just like make new fans, like.
Well, there's a lot of variables to it. Like if you're trying to if you're like, let's say you're promoting a single and like you have plenty of money to do it, then doing something like that wouldn't be a bad idea. Like you can take the loss on the money if you already have the money and you're just trying to promote it. You know what I mean? Really, the more losses you can afford to take, the better, because you're probably going to reach more people. However, if you're trying to do this, like run it as like a small business, like the bar, like you just can't let the bars rip you off, because it doesn't make any sense. If you play a show for 3 hours and then like you get like the door, so everyone pays $5, they pay you $5, but they want to spend $125 a piece at the bar because they all bought shots and stuff like that. So you're making $5 from every person, and you played for 3 hours. And during those 3 hours, the bar made $125 off each person. But the only reason they stayed is because you were playing. So like, it doesn't make any sense. You should see some of that money. You know what I mean? Like why would you make like $4,000 tonight and then I made $300?
Right. Yeah.
Or $15 and you made like $350, No, I get it.
Yeah.
I
And
figure because some people will like the door guy will know this dude and have friends and oh come on in. So
Hey,
there's a $5 loss.
got a friend in here I wanted to show you. Adam Walker says, "Woo, Rocky."
he's my roommate.
Awesome. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Adam.
He's probably not. He's
Subscribe to
probably
our
just
channel.
listening to me through the other wall.
Well, he'd have to tune in to comment.
Okay.
So
Yeah. No, he helped me
uh,
get this set up.
He's on Facebook.
He's a DJ, so like a radio DJ.
Ooh.
hey, that's
He
awesome.
helped me get this going. So
Oh, that is so
Yeah.
awesome.
I gotta show him some love.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
We interview DJs too.
Yeah,
Wink, wink,
Yeah.
hint.
we
Yeah.
have.
So speaking on that, the same thing goes for the comedy scene. Well, so like
Oh, that's right. You're a comedian.
Yeah, so I do
Mm.
stand-up comedy. I'm like pretty new at it. Like I've only been doing it for like a year. But the reason I wanted to go into it is because I just want to kind of like be the best entertainer that I can. And I want to get involved with as much entertainment business as I possibly can. And I see the same holes in the music scene, especially here locally or regionally, that I do in the comedy scenes. The artists are spending their whole lives getting their like like dating girls that are like way out of the league and getting their heart broken and then doing drugs, getting drunk, and then coming up with all this like fantastic art, whether it's music or comedy, and they're entertaining people, and then they make $5, and then the bar that they played at that didn't sell a single ticket, they just made you sell the ticket, is making a couple grand off of everybody's alcoholism. So like it's the same story like with all the local smaller stuff. And since these big like Post Malone isn't coming to the Pepsi Center for a while, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like all we have is our like local scene. So like I think it's our turn to start getting paid.
So if you want to be entertained, just pay a little extra. Tip your artists.
You miss
For
us?
God's sake.
Yes.
We get 100% of the tips. So like throw down a $20 bill instead of buying a drink.
Yeah. Well, everybody likes flexing like they got money. I don't believe any of you until you buy some stuff from my website.
Right? Oh my gosh.
And
Yes.
wait, you know
what I
what?
mean?
Here, I'm gonna scroll up. Let me scroll up, and I'll put that website
So
back on.
So the store isn't up yet. It's being built right now. Everything's going to launch on Saturday with the single. So I'm going to give the single out for free. And then you'll be able to pre-order everything. But if you want to go to my website right now, it does have like some pictures and like some of my information. And then you can just favorite it or whatever. Or just follow me on my Instagram or Facebook, which is The Rocky Burning. So THE The Rocky Burning. So it's at the.
You want to get that one because you might be faster than my.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll get that one.
That's my handle for everything. That's my handle for my my Instagram, my YouTube channel, my Twitter, and Facebook. I think Instagram is my favorite though. Other than YouTube, that's a different thing. But yeah, The Rocky Burning. Yep.
Perfect.
So yeah. So I mean, that's why I've been trying to put out this pop music, and that's why I started an independent business that's technically a record label where I just signed myself. Also thought that was like the most gangster thing I could do is just like
that is.
sign myself. So it's just for me to run my own stuff. And I'm not necessarily trying to like sign other artists or like help like that. I just want to, but that's not saying I don't want to do that. It's just right now, that was just kind of like me declaring independency that I'm going to run my own stuff. And I'm not looking to sign with a label necessarily. I'm just looking to get paid what I deserve when I perform.
I see. Yeah. Oh gosh, that's what we all want. It's true. Yes. In fact,
that's a lot of effort into this shit.
Eventually,
we should get paid for entertaining people, especially now because. Think about when we are able to finally do live shows. How many people are going to be at your shows? Hundreds. Why? Because they're tired of being locked in their houses and not being able to go see damn live music.
Well, and that's why we're trying to apply.
We should get paid for that.
Yes, that's why we are trying to put together our network so that we can apply for grants to pay our guests, to pay musicians that play for festivals for us, because we do right now a monthly festival online, but we want to do one in person once a year. So we want to get everybody paid to do that.
Yes.
So we are working on that. We didn't think that our show was going to be this big in this little of time. So we're trying to, project ahead 2 years, and hopefully, the COVID stuff is settled by then and we can do our in-person festival. But that's our big dream, is to get musicians paid, because we know what it's like to not get paid.
Yeah. Well, I hope I'm on the
Yes.
bill for that show. I'd love to show up and play. So,
Sure, we'd love to have you.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
I'll bring my metal band if you guys want to.
Yes. And we would love to pay you. We would
Yeah.
love to pay you to be on our show.
Well,
You
you
should
know,
play one of our.
Thank you for being free right now. We're
so-
poor musicians too.
And like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of variables into it. Like if you're a new band, or like if you're like one of those like dad rock bands, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's not necessarily your battle. But and I played plenty of shows when I was 16, like when I was from 14, like for a long time, I played for like basically nothing for a long time, and I just learned how to like perform for people. So like if that's where you're at like in your life, then sometimes like that's just how it is. But
Yeah.
I think once you get to a certain point where I'm at, where I've been doing this for over 10 years, I deliver, you know what I mean? Like on every aspect when I perform. So like I should like, and I'm not the only one. Like there's hundreds of artists in every single city across the United States that are just as good as I like. Well, I don't know about that, but they're just as professional as I am, and like we should be getting paid, because I see these bar owners and they're all rich. They're not all rich, but kinda, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're all they're killing it right now, because they sell, especially here in Colorado. You pay $18 for a drink in Denver, and the band and a drummer makes $50. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any
Wait, the
sense.
drummer gets $50?
I'm just saying that happens all the time.
Bro, I gotta
put-
move to Denver if I'm gonna get paid $50. That's like a score.
Oh, all
Here
right.
I
Well,
get
that's
$15 and I'm just like, woo, I made some money tonight. $15. 1-5,
Well,
not 50.
okay.
1-5.
So here's the other thing, though. The artists do have to be
2
responsible.
drink
You know
tickets?
what I mean?
Yes.
To some extent.
At least
we
I'll
need
have the
to-
buzz on stage.
Like we need to be putting out like we need reasons to like have people come out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we need to be, and that's like the whole business like side of it that like I've been working on. Like, how can we find a way to like make money for everyone? Like, so the bar, because I don't want to rip the bar owners off either. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to make a bad deal with anybody.
I feel like
I just feel like
musicians
the
need to
pay for
get together and just put on a benefit show for musicians.
I
yeah, that's called a gig.
So Jarrett from Hands of Deliverance is in the chat room, and I just remembered that we got
Ooh.
paid by donation at the door at the Valley, and we made good money that night. Like each band, we walked away with, gosh,
Yeah.
I can't remember, $150 or something like that. I don't know. I didn't think that was too bad,
Yeah.
because that was donation. So fans that would come
That's
in.
an amazing show.
Yeah. So like there's some venues that, they hook
Just
you
to
up.
donate money, dude.
Yeah.
We need to do that. Like, just have a tip jar for the entire night, and then the bands just split the tip jar, maybe,
Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad
and
idea.
the door.
And I've played other shows like that
Tip
too.
jar
It's not
and door.
in my head, but like, it's not all bad like that. Like, I don't know, like some venues do try to hook people up, but now the venues are suffering because of the
Yeah.
COVID-19 stuff. So
Yeah. So a lot
So
of
now we
venues-
need to hook each other up.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. A lot of the
Yeah.
only reasons that venues are like they're hiring artists, like musicians and comedians, to come in and perform for people so they can keep people in their bar.
they
So,
can
like,
keep going. Yeah.
But it's the artist's responsibility too. Like they have, like everyone has to see that. I saw that instantly. Other people need to see that and know their worth. Because if we're gonna keep still like accepting like $50 for a gig, then that's where it's gonna stay. Because these people are having a hard time keeping their businesses open, so they're gonna take the best that they can get. But we need to get them to realize that like how like important we are to it, and then we also need to realize like how much like responsibility that is. Because if we are getting paid what we're supposed to be getting, we can't like keep doing minimal amount of promotion or like having like Facebook wars with
Right.
each other on like in
Right.
the
Oh, I hate that
meantime.
stuff.
You know what
I
I
do.
mean? It's like
Yes, I hate
we have to
Facebook
build our
wars.
scene so that way when people come to Denver or wherever you are and they watch music, they spend money. You know what I mean? Because the music's
Mhm.
good
Right,
and like
baby,
and the production's
baby.
good and the promotion was good and the drinks are good. It's like it's a team effort between the bartenders, the owners, and the musicians. So I think it's really up to the venue owners right now whether because they have a lot to be going like there's a lot going on. You know what I mean? Like with all the restrictions that they have to like do. You know what I mean? And follow.
Yeah,
But
but you can't
so I
have more than 25% of your bar
yes, I
filled, and
feel that. I feel that, but like it's
yeah.
up to them if they want to decide that they're gonna keep like paying, like ripping off artists, and then just eventually like it goes away, like or like not as many people are doing it, or like everyone gets sick of it and they move or stop, or they can
What
start
if, like,
embracing the
we
artists
had
and
shows, but the vocalist had to have a spit guard, like when you're recording, how you had that big spit guard behind the microphone,
oh yeah, you could have like a just
and
a glass tube
everybody
with a
else
mic.
is wearing masks. Can't we do live shows then? Because I
Maybe
mean,
put all
if
look.
you're on stage, if you're a band on stage, you're already socially distancing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I just did
You
a gig
know,
in like a club and it was very social distance. Like there's a lot of space. And then there was also like a giant space between us on the stage and like the crowd.
And the crowd.
Yeah. And then they were
I
also
kind of
spread it out. So it was cool. Yeah.
right.
It's fine. Yeah. So there's ways to do it. And I'm not saying that I have the answers for everything.
I want to do a live show so bad.
of us do. We just wonder that, we are all in this wonder of what the future is going to have for us, what changes will come,
Mm-hmm.
what changes have already happened.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocky, I was going to say it's about 8 o'clock. Did you want to do another song for us?
I guess so. Sure.
Cool.
Oh my God, girl, you are totally reading my mind.
Haha,
Yeah,
that's what
exactly
I
what I was
do.
That's hilarious, as usual.
Wah.
So this is a song that I just wrote. And I have to give a shout out to Michaela Dooley. She is actually gonna sing this song with me when I record it. It's kind of like a duet. So I'm only gonna be doing half of it. It feels like. But this is a brand new song called Style, and let's hope I don't screw it up too bad. All right. I've been seeing you around. Yeah, you've been passing by. I don't really mind it though. I got plenty on my mind. Yeah, like who I'm taking home tonight. I'm thinking that she's here. I'm looking for that dynamite. You can't just find it anywhere. No, I think I need your style, baby. I think I need your style now, baby. I think I need your style, baby. Yeah. To get me through the night. I ain't gonna chase you, baby. Nah, that ain't my style. I can see it on your face now, baby. I can see it when you smile. I think you like my style, baby. I think you like my style now, baby. I think you like my style, baby. It'll get you through the night. Ooh. 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 Whoa, yeah. Night, I think I like your style, baby. Think I like your style now, baby. Think I like your style, baby. Yeah, to get me through the night. Think you like my style, baby. think you like my style now, baby. I think I like your style, baby. To get me through the night.
All right, that was awesome. Oh my gosh, I loved it so much.
Thanks.
That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
And you know what, Maxine? I felt like I could totally hear Max singing that to you.
Aw, thank you. Oh, that's sweet. He would dig this music. I bet he's watching it right now.
No.
Oh, Devin Paul has something to say to you, Rocky. I admire you, man. You have the confidence an artist needs and keep original. Heck yeah, I love original music, man.
Yo, shout out to New York. Devin's from New York. He's a friend of mine, actually. We used to skateboard together back, like way back in the day. And he was.
Oh, that's cool. What's up, Devin?
And he's a musician too.
Hello,
He's
New York.
like a rapper.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
subscribe. If
That's
there's anybody from
rapper.
New
I
York,
feel like,
well, subscribe.
I feel like I should pass on the knowledge of my favorite rapper. He is called POS.
Oh,
He's
POS.
from Doom Records. Definitely check him out.
Heck yeah.
And he's super cool, and he's not all about like the whole gangster stuff. He's
So yeah,
like real.
like Rocky was saying, subscribe. Subscribe tonight, because if you are our 200th subscriber on Musicians Hangout, you'll get a free t-shirt, and Rocky will too.
Yes. Yeah, you hear that?
And maybe, just maybe, that lucky 200th might get a sock puppet from Crash.
Oh, you guys want a sock puppet? Seriously, they're our thing, man. It's true.
Nobody else has sock puppets except for maybe Raven Black. She has sock puppets, but not heavy like ours.
It's not a sock
different.
puppet. It's like a little crocheted doll.
Yeah, and ours are like sock puppets made with socks and whatever shit we wanted. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, each one is 100% different than any other one. They're like snowflakes. So.
They are different. They're cute too. In fact, that's our plan. Is it plan B or plan C? Because like our plan B, I guess, if we don't have a guest, like which almost happened, but Rocky and Justin, who helped us book Rocky, saved the day. We do a call-in. So we're like, hey, who wants to be on the show? We'll send you the link. And then we usually fill it that way. But our plan C is to have sock puppets and just have the sock puppets interview us.
Well, I feel like we can also break out rocks and socks during plan B.
Whoa. Hold on. Can I get interviewed by a sock puppet right now?
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah, let me go get socks. So my sock puppet's name is Socks.
And mine is Rocks. So it's Rocks and Socks. They rock your socks off. Okay. Mine's pretty elaborate. She even has her own little necklace I'll put on. Well, a spiked collar, really. Yeah, the last time we did a call-in, we brought the sock puppets on. Hello!
Yo, how do these glasses look?
Those look amazing.
Those
I need
look pretty
glasses.
Would you
They look
say
good to me.
They
would you
don't
say
grow
that
to
I'm
me.
overdressed for this occasion? Okay, I'm starting to get freaked out by the puppets now. What are their names?
This is Rocks.
I'm Socks.
Socks and Rocks. Okay.
I'm Rocks.
Do they have questions for me or what?
Sure. What is your favorite album of all time?
It's a good question from a sock. Okay. Can I have some categories here? I think like my favorite.
Only 3.
Okay.
Just kidding. Rox, don't be so rude. He can tell us all of his favorite albums.
No, I'll give you 3. I'll give you 3. Off the top of my head, I would have to say, based on what I said earlier, so Led Zeppelin 2 is an amazing album.
Zeppelin rocks, man. My dad looks like Robert Plant, so
Oh,
that's pretty
nice.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised he has kids then if he looks like Robert Plant.
Oh my.
So Zeppelin 2 is a great album because it just like if you listen to it on vinyl, it like all flows together and it has like some of their classic songs.
Yes,
on it.
and that is the way to listen to music is vinyl.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Especially with the classic rock, because that's like the way they produced it was for the vinyl. So and then a modern one, honestly, going back to Bruno Mars, his last album that he released, which is 24 Karat Magic, it's like the best pop album because it has like 5 of the songs on it were like chart toppers, and then all of it is like really good. Like it's just like really good pop. It's just good pop songs, and it's just cool that like someone who's so good at music and a whole team, like everybody in his band and everybody that produces his music is like so like top notch people, like and it's just cool to hear like that much production go into a pop record and hear the result, because it's like it's inspiring to me to like as a like someone who wants to be a pop artist, someone who is a pop artist, like I can know that I don't have to make like bubblegum like overproduced pop music in order to be a pop artist. Like I can do
I
something
like
that
bubblegum.
has- yeah, but you know what I mean.
Bubblegum is good, but I feel
Like, do I look like I make music for 12-year-olds? I
No.
drank a whole bottle of wine while we were doing this. It's so you know what I mean. Like,
Oh yeah.
I make music for adults. So like, I don't want to be like, so I don't want to be like fake. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yes, I totally get that.
Even though there are puppets on the screen and it like may seem like this is a children's show right now, it's not.
Perhaps it is not. No, it's not. Hell no, it's not.
Yeah. And then so my third one is probably gonna have to be "Get Rich or Die Trying" by 50 Cent.
Really?
Ooh,
I did not expect
I
that.
love that
Yeah.
one.
That's
I love that one.
I love
Because
rap music.
Sweet.
Yeah. I love rap music. And,
It's your birthday.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's another album that's like pretty much good from front to back, and it was actually like the highest like debut album of all time. So like his first
Wow.
record sold more records than anyone's first record ever at that time, even more than the Beatles.
Wow, that's
Even
amazing.
more than the
Yeah.
Carters.
Fun facts you learn on musicians.
I think it's been beaten since. I'm pretty sure Drake has beat every
I think
record
Drake
ever.
did. I read about Drake last year, in fact. So
Yeah, he's the most
I
successful
don't
artist
even know who
of all
Drake
time.
is.
I
Who
know.
is
I have
Drake?
to Google him. It's so bad.
Yeah. It's kind of cheating though, because here's the thing: they account it to like the streams, and it's a lot easier to stream a song than it is to like buy a song for 99 cents than it is to like go to the store and buy a record. So like if Michael Jackson like came out when Spotify was big, you know what I mean? Like he'd probably like be like, yeah, you know what I mean? So it's different timing. Like the music industry is
Right.
different.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's all about the time. Yeah.
yeah.
I get that.
Yep.
Yeah. The history of music is very interesting. And you kind of wonder like where some of the artists would be. Like you mentioned that Jimi Hendrix was one of your idols. And, you know, where would he be if he was still around? You know, like he was so amazing at such a young age. It's super sad that we lost him so early on in life.
Dude.
Such
I
a
just
great
found this
guitar
out.
player.
I just found this out. There's this jazz like arranger, right? He worked with like Miles Davis and stuff like that. and he's just like one of the most brilliant arrangers of like that era. And he had a meeting to meet with Jimi Hendrix like the week after he died.
Oh my
So there were
God. That's
plans
some
for
crazy
Jimi
noise.
Hendrix, because if you listen to Jimi Hendrix music, it's all like a big jam. You know what I mean? Especially the early stuff. So like he never even reached his peak as far as like production or maybe even like his guitar playing. Really, definitely not his singing. Um, so like he was about to meet with like probably like what they could have done together, like from a jazz like big band like arranger, and Jimi Hendrix, who was like this amazing band leader who just like once he
Yeah.
started playing, like the whole world just started watching. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
So uh so yeah, like it's so funny that you say that because I just found out about that, and it like truly hurts my heart.
Oh, I
yeah, that
bet.
hurt. Wow. You know a lot of interesting facts about the music history. I like
Oh
that.
yeah.
I like learning stuff like that. Very cool.
Yeah, I came on
Sucks
here to
is
drop
over here
some
taking over my
jewels. You know what I'm
camera.
saying?
Being so deep with sock puppets on, it's so odd.
Yeah, I had a weirder weekend, so it's fine. But
Huh, you, I climbed a damn mountain with Maxine
Oh
over
my
there. Damn
Now,
mountain. Haven't
we have,
hiked in over a year, and we're like, oh, let's just take a stroll in the freaking mountain.
well, I've been hiking all like since we shut down like for the COVID-19, but I didn't know you hadn't conditioned. Like I had no idea because you usually hike, you usually walk. So yeah,
Yeah, I've been super lazy during quarantine.
yeah, I feel
So
you.
I didn't do nothing. Nothing. Well, everything was closed down. I couldn't go hiking
yeah,
anywhere
the
except
trails
in my
closed.
backyard. But
Yeah. So when the
I'm not
trails
trying to go
closed,
hang out with the coyotes in there.
we walked our
So,
neighborhood when the trails closed, and there was a section of the trail that didn't completely close. Um, it's on the other side of my neighborhood than my house is, though, Crash. So like there was a section,
oh,
just a small little section, because it was more residential. So like
right.
that was one strip that we could walk. Like we could walk our neighborhood, around the lake and then down to that trail and then just a little ways. Like it was probably like maybe 3 miles round trip.
At least it was something, though.
It was
Like,
something. It was
huh,
something. It wasn't nothing.
I
So like,
sat on my fat ass until, COVID, I don't know, for a year, I guess. And then she's like, so what do you want to do while you're here? And I'm like, let's go hiking, thinking that, we're going to do a 2. And then Gina's like, oh, we can do a 3. And I was
What's a
like,
two?
okay, a
okay,
2 is like, it's gravel, but it's flat mostly.
yeah,
Where a
Respect, you
3
know
is
what that
like,
is?
it's an incline. Well, this had like a landslide, so it just took the whole entire trail just out.
yeah.
And
So,
there's these little teeny tiny pebbles that you don't even have to be on it. You just look at it and it just starts falling down this cliff.
yeah, that was pretty scary. I didn't like that part. I didn't know we were going on
Everybody else is like, shit, what do we do? I don't know. Let's figure this out. And me, I'm just like, forget it. I'm doing it. I'm just like, doot, 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 doot. And I'm
She just
across. And everybody's like, wait, what the hell? And so I was like, shit, I should probably go back and help those ladies. So then I just like, doot, 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 bounce back. And I was like, you got to do it fast. You got to do it fast. I kept telling them, you got to do it fast. Like standing there, putting all your weight just gives it more time to fall away. But if you do as fast as you can across it,
like
you're not giving it any time.
you're not even in hiking shoes. You're in these like little like what are they?
I'm in
Wrestling
tennis shoes.
Yeah, yeah. So she's like in these little tennis shoes and like I don't know, like she said she hadn't been hiking, but she was a rock climber not too like when were you
20
when
years ago.
she did some rock climbing, so like she did this landslide area like nobody. Like it was awesome. Like I was scared. Like I'm not a heights person and we had
Well,
originally planned to do another hike and then we did this one instead and I was not prepared for that. I was like, whoops, sorry, Crash. I didn't know we
oh
were
girl,
like
you handled that with you handled that like a champ. We all got up to the top. We all made it down safely.
Hey, that's
We're
what it's all
alive
about.
today.
And it was
And, you
amazing.
know, I had an unfair advantage because I grew up in Estes Park, Allen's Park, which is actually above Estes
Yeah.
Park.
Garden of the Gods.
Yes, and we own the whole top of the damn park. Like Allen's Park, we own the whole top of the peak. So that was my backyard growing up. So,
Wait, you still got people out there?
yep.
Tell them I'm coming up to. I'm bringing a party. We're gonna party. That sounds like a great place to hang out.
There's
Nice.
always snow, so you're gonna need like a 4-wheel drive or International Scout or something.
I'll get there.
I believe that.
Girl, scary or not though, like that was so empowering to do with you. Like I conquered a lot of my fear with heights. You and Gina are both cancer survivors, so my closest friends out here are cancer survivors. That's Crash and my friend Gina, and they went on this
Whoa, I
hike.
didn't know that.
So yeah. So in fact, they went into remission around the same time. And then I met them. Like I met them around the same time last year,
Yeah.
and hanging out with both of them. And then Gina lives where I do, and you know I've been hiking with her for a few weeks and building up. But like I said, I'm afraid of heights, so like that was something that I was conquering that day. But my girlfriends were conquering something else. They were like showing cancer that they can do anything, and it was so beautiful to get on top of that mountain and watch them hug each other. And
cry. We cried a little bit.
have that moment. It was so moving. It was so emotionally moving and
The
beautiful.
last time Gina was up there was right before she was diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
So, like, for both of us to go up there, both in remission, was really empowering.
Yeah.
And we did it
That was
together.
more worth
And
it.
Gina just was like, she was like running up the damn mountain. She was like way the hell ahead of us.
Badass. Man. My
Dude, I
friend,
won't even-
Running up that thing. But Maxine and I were like, we were next.
yeah, we weren't
Yeah.
too far behind.
No, we weren't the last in the pack because we go with a group of ladies, but we weren't the last in the pack, and I'm proud of us.
Those girls are awesome. All of them.
And
They're all really, really awesome chicks, man. That was fun.
I don't even go on a hike if I'm hungover, let alone having cancer. Like that's insane. So.
Oh my God! And we were hungover. And we were hungover because we had our Corona concert series like the night before, and it didn't get over till 10:30. And Gina's like, "Let's get up at 7:30 and be ready by 8." And we're like, "Girl, I didn't even try to open my eyes till 8 a.m. What are you talking about?"
Yeah. So we compromised with 9, and yeah, we did go up, but like I could feel it, you know, on the mountain. I was like, oh man, if I didn't party so hard.
What's the elevation where you guys are?
Oh gosh, what was the elevation? I'll go get the
400.
Oh, you got it? You got it? Okay.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I'm freaking memorizing.
I have
2,400.
Yeah.
It was, and that's at sea level. Sea level.
Wait, so you guys went up? You made 2,400 feet of elevation?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
It was crazy. Right. Like
in like 2 hours. In 2 hours, it's a 3.5 mile climb.
Yeah. Yeah. It was intense.
I say that it was like 7 miles up and 3.5 down, but
well, and it's like a mountain trail, okay? So like the mountain is like
I know
sloping, and there's just trees, timber, you know, like sloping down vertically. Timber. And then there's like a small trail, and then it drops off after that trail. So there's nowhere to like go bushwhacking out in the trails to go pee. Okay. You gotta pee.
You're peeing off the side of the trail.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing there.
You can climb a tree and then pee out of the tree.
Dude, what? No.
There was this landslide that I failed to mention. This landslide.
Oh, the landslide.
Like we had to climb under trees, over trees. There was a tree that somebody took an axe just to cut out like a place where you can jump over.
Try to pull up a picture. I think you shared it.
I shared a lot. Like there was over 100 damn pictures that we took. Because, you know, girls, we like to take pictures of everything.
Oh yeah, I take
One of the
pictures.
most beautiful climbs I've ever had.
Here it is. Like, you can't really see that there's not a trail here,
Oh,
but
that one, the landslide.
there's a landslide here. I don't know if you can see it.
I
There's
kind of
some
see
of
it.
our
Yeah.
hiking crew, and
You're
there's
too
real.
close. Bring it
Oh,
back a little bit.
there.
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay,
There
yeah.
you go.
Oh yeah. So you
Now,
climbed up that?
So right across the top of it, or I guess about a third of it down, it's supposed to be a trail.
Oh, okay.
but it was totally worth
And
it
it
because
just it just kept falling constantly. Like nobody's doing anything. You breathe and it falls.
you
You
know
look
this
at it, it falls.
view though,
Like
like you're up above.
Whoa. Is that a lake?
You know, yeah,
there's
that's Lake
3
Crescent.
lakes.
That's
is it?
Lake Crescent, and then there was Lake Sutherland and
Wait, what's it called? Lake Carlton?
Crescent,
Crescent?
Because
Oh, I thought you said
it's like
Carlton. I
the
was like, that's a
shape of a
whack ass name for
crescent
a lake.
moon.
like a crescent.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And
What
then-
was
I'd love to go there.
What
Let's
was the other lake?
Sutherland.
Sutherland? What was the other one though besides Sutherland and Crescent?
There's only 2, and then you see the straight. So it's Crescent.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So there's 3 bodies of water, but yeah, there's 2 lakes and then the straight. And I'm trying to find one that you can see the straight. You can kind of see it in our group photo here in the back. Oh, I'm too close again. Shoot, I don't know if you can see it.
I can see it. Wow.
So yeah,
You
like
guys
this.
look like you guys look like you're having fun.
We were having a lot of fun. I was so proud of us. I was proud of myself because I overcame like a fear. I said, and you know, like I was part of a group of women that were, you know, helping each other up and like just building each other up too and being empowering together. And I don't hang out with a lot of people, so it was really cool. Like I started hanging out with people in the music scene like Crash a couple years ago, and now I'm hanging out with like these women around my town that hike. So I've found people with my interests, and it's been cool to have like a friend group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, and I think Colorado is beautiful. Colorado was definitely on one of my lists to move because I wanted to move anywhere with mountains. So like I wanted to move to Montana, Colorado, Alaska, or Washington, and I ended up in Washington.
Yeah. Oh, I think you
There
made a
is
good
nothing
choice.
like standing on that continental divide on top of the Rockies and just seeing nothing but peaks forever as
It's
far as
true.
I could see.
Well, and something I've noticed out here is the terrain is completely different from Montana and Wyoming trails. Like that's what I was used to hiking, and this is very different. There's more trees.
These are goat trails.
Yeah, and they're really thin trails. Like Montanas are a little thicker. Most of them, not all of them. There's some that are pretty thin, but like the Rockies are just a different terrain.
Yeah. I just went up and did this hike not that long ago. It wasn't even that bad. Like it was only like 1,000 feet of elevation, so half of what you guys did.
Oh yeah.
But
That's
it's
what I'm
like
used to.
one of the best peaks in Colorado. Like there's higher peaks that aren't as good. And it was
So where'd
pretty
you
cool.
go?
I can't tell you. There was
Oh, why not?
there was real hikers at the top because my buddy brought me there. Right, it's like a hidden trail. And
Oh, I love those. I knew about some of them in
So
Yellowstone.
you
were like, yo,
can't
don't
tell
tell
me because
anybody.
you're trying to keep it a secret,
Well,
or you
especially in
can't tell me 'cause you
Colorado,
can't
like
remember.
Colorado's so hot right now. So like
Can you tell me like the
someone
area
finds out about
it's
certain
around?
things just
Like,
get ruined really quick.
is
Like,
it
you know what I'm
around
saying?
Breckenridge? Is it around Central City? Is it around Boulder? Is it around?
Near Evergreen.
You can't say anything because I used to work.
Oh,
I
I
worked in
heard him.
Yellowstone
I
National.
heard him. I heard you.
Anyway, I worked in Yellowstone National Park, and there were some trails that we kept very secret because there are the tourist trails and the figure eight, and then there's the ones that the employees know. And you
Exactly.
don't want to give out those secrets because of those reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and there's a
exactly.
lot of glaciers in Colorado too, like on Eldora Mountain. There's that big
Oh
glacier
yeah.
that everybody wants to always climb up.
Well,
Well,
there's
that's cool.
St. Mary's Glacier.
Yep. Yeah.
Um, and I jumped off the cliff in there. It was like
Me
Whoa.
too.
it was like 50 feet, and then but the water's like a lot colder than I thought it was because it's from the
Yeah.
glacier, like literally 10
Yep.
feet away. So
Mm-hmm.
I like it was
So
so
you can't
intense.
breathe.
I was just like in shock. I was tired the whole day because
Oh,
like the
Yeah.
water was so cold that when I went into it, it was a big jump too. It was like 50, at least 50 feet. So like
oh my goodness.
I was pretty tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. But St. Mary's Glacier is another one. That's like kind of a touristy one. That's like cool for everyone to go to because it's pretty cool.
So
And that one's
beautiful.
yeah, it's amazing.
Always breathtaking.
Like you can go and touch the glacier.
I've been on a
Yeah.
glacier in Montana. So there's a Glacier National Park and particularly Grinnell Glacier I've touched.
Oh wow, how did it
Yeah, it was
feel?
pretty cool.
Cold?
Pretty cool to stand on a glacier and pump the water from it, your little water purifier thing. There's
Oh
nothing
yeah,
like there's that cold water that
Yeah.
oh my God.
So cold.
yeah.
So refreshing. It's like the most delicious thing you'll ever have in your life.
It's
Oh
true.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
Nobody's peed in it.
No, yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah,
right.
and the best part about that trip when I went up to St. Mary's Glaciers is that the people that I were with, um, we took magic mushrooms, but they didn't kick in until after we got done with the hike. So we were all at the restaurant that we were at later,
Oh
and they
my.
kicked in, and then we're all just like, we should not be in this restaurant right now. This is like we didn't time it right. So like all that happened is I got really cold because I jumped off of a cliff, and then
Yeah.
and then felt really uncomfortable in a restaurant afterwards. So it was a
Oh
really
my
great
God.
experience. Um,
uh,
so
That's funny that you
yeah,
get
that's a little hard to come back from.
yeah, but it's a great place.
sweet.
There's also a brewery up there too. I forget what it's called. But I've never really got super into hiking. So actually, where I'm from in upstate New York is like a really great place to hike. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world, I think. There's the Finger Lakes region, which are these small lakes, and there's like wineries and breweries all on it and restaurants, and it's like really beautiful. And then there's the gorges, which is like what the glaciers like carved out.
Right.
During
We
the ice.
have gorges here too.
Yeah, so you climb up,
Yep.
like you can hike through those, and they're like so beautiful. But some about like Colorado, like hiking here, it's like more than just sightseeing. It's kind of like just because the elevation and like some of like the difficulty of the hikes, it's also like athletic,
Oh
and
yeah.
Mm.
it's and so then it's also kind of like you can use it as like a self-help thing. I mean, if you can get to the top of this mountain, or if you can keep pushing yourself, or you can like you don't want to because you're hungover or you have cancer, but you still do it anyways. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so like
Yep, I
um
get it. It's
yeah,
been
so I
growing
think
up there, you know.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like it's the mountains are very inspiring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't realize how thick air could be until I moved to like
Oh, it's
sea level. And
thick.
I'm
Yeah.
just like feeling suffocated because I'm just like, oh my God, the air is just so
Three
thick down
seas.
here.
It's
Yeah,
thick
and
with
up
three seas.
there, it's just like, ooh, but you can't cook things up there. Like
What?
everything at the elevation that you're at, you have to do high elevation cooking.
You mean
Like you
baking?
have to,
Yeah.
yes,
The
Yeah.
baking is different. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
don't bake. It's too
yeah.
nerd. It's like nerd. It's like nerd. It's like
Like
sweat.
the point of boil is higher than like 100 degrees
It is.
because
And if you have a crock pot, like it like makes things like it makes the recipes different too.
Really?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy
It's
because
like
the air's thinner. We
I
need
would
more
notice
power.
that when we would go to Denver, like it was harder to breathe because it's higher up, and I'm used to a lower level. Even in North Dakota, I was in a low level, and now I'm at sea level practically here in Squim.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's a little bit weird, but you adjust to it after a few days.
Everybody, I know a lot of people who have suffered from hypoxia, which is lack of oxygen to the brain, just from being in Colorado and just walking
Wow.
down the street doing some sort of vigorous activity. They can't breathe and they
Yeah.
become hypoxic and they get sick.
You say they're
So
walking
they
down
have,
the street and doing a vigorous activity.
well, maybe I don't know what they're doing.
What is that?
They could be like running, walking, jogging, walking. What do they call that?
What is that called?
Exercising down the road.
The fast walking. What is that called? Speed
Isn't
walking.
that-
Speed walking,
I'm like
yeah.
wogging. Isn't
I
it
suppose
called
that's
wogging?
vigorous.
Speed
I
walking.
just feel like
Awesome.
vigorous isn't a word you can just kind of throw around. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's specific words.
He's
or
a
like
drummer.
specific
We throw that word around all the time. That's how we live.
vigorous.
Vigorously.
Vigorous.
Oh, drummers.
Yeah.
God.
You drum this part in a vigorous manner.
Well, and we're like
Vigorous.
punk and metal, so come on, dude.
See, I thought girl drummers were gonna be cooler than the guy drummers, but you guys are all the same. Drummers.
That's funny.
It's
Uh,
true.
At least we know that we all have like the same mindset.
And
Like
we're all assholes.
Yeah, and also like when because I help the drummers carry gear.
we all have to be accompanied by adults.
Yeah, because you guys can't even carry your own gear in yourself. You have to have help.
I'm
Oh my
and then I'm
god,
like-
do you see how
and then
many
I hold-
pieces there are?
Exactly. I'm holding one of these things. I'm like, this isn't an instrument. This is like a piece of metal that's like just gonna like bump my leg and it's gonna hurt. And like it's just like
So to
like-
be a drummer, there's three parts to being a drummer.
Yeah,
You
there's
have to
too
be
many
part
parts.
mechanic. You have to be
Yeah.
part mechanic because you need tools to put your instrument together every damn time. Every time.
yeah, there's too
Number
many
two,
instruments.
you have to be a bodybuilder because your equipment is heavy and there's a lot of it. Like a lot of it. And then the most important is we have to be able to count to 4.
Yeah, which
very
most
important.
which
We have to
most
be
of them
good
can't
at
do. Yeah.
Have to be able to count to 4.
You know, my travel kit is really easy to move, though. Like, did you see how fast I put it on at the Columbia City Theater? It was like 2 minutes. I was like, bam, bam, up, bam.
Girl, when I was at your house and I saw her fit in your closet, I'm just looking at her, I'm like, I wish my drum kit could fit in a closet, but like I need a whole damn bedroom to fit my damn drum
So
kit in there.
2 kits. So I'll show you.
Oh.
Behind,
Yeah,
Behind
let's see
Yes.
what you guys got.
she's bigger.
Okay.
Oh, backwards land. There we go. Bertha is behind me.
Oh yeah, it's backwards line.
Whoa.
So she's a bigger kit. She's, for my recordings.
Whatever.
And then I have my road kit, Mini, and Mini literally, like Crash said, fits in a closet, fits in a
Fits
car,
in a closet.
fits in a corner, fits on a staircase, like just boop, boop, boop.
Okay.
Yo,
So let me
Crash,
show you my monster.
Crash,
Oh,
I
My,
can
this
tell.
is my drum kit. His name is Tank.
I can
Yeah,
tell
see
because
Beautiful.
I can tell you like metal because you have the China.
Yes, I do too. Yes.
You guys both have China.
Oh, and I have this little guy right here too. That's my trash.
Way more
So you
symbols.
see that? Not one, but 2 drum kits and 1, 2, 3 toms and a floor tom. Its name is Tank because
Mm.
Yeah, she's got a big kit. It's huge.
Oh, so I have a question. I have a question.
Put
For you guys.
around.
I know this is like you're supposed to be interviewing me, but I
It's
have
okay.
a question. Okay. Well, are you guys ever going to be doing like podcasts? Like hypothetically, let's say the world is okay. Are you guys going to be doing like podcasts in person?
Yes,
like,
we
be
try to
doing
do that as much as we can.
Yeah.
We tried to do that. We were going to be in person for our anniversary show, which was in May, but
Mhm.
we were not able to because, like we mentioned before,
COVID.
Crash is a cancer survivor, so she quarantined, very safely for a few months. We just got together, like we hadn't seen each other since July 3rd in person until last week.
Mhm.
Yes.
So we want to get in, more in person for our podcast. In fact, we are hosting a benefit show in September for lymphoma and leukemia awareness. It's a benefit for the
Called
cancer.
Walk the Night.
Yep. And we want to be in person for that too. So she might come stay with me again that weekend so that we can broadcast together. But yeah, ideally we want to be in person as much as we can. But because we live so far apart, it is very unique that StreamYard enables us to be able to host our show together and bring on guests that are, from international locations as long as they have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But also, our main goal is to be able to host events together.
Yes, at least one a month. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, in person at a venue, have, our artists from wherever live with us.
Yep. We want to do that when we can.
Yeah. And we want to be able to pay those artists to be there for their time and, maybe help out on like whatever travel expenses they may or may not have.
Yeah.
But, that's going to take some time because we're musicians and we're poor and we get paid in drink tickets. And maybe like a percentage of the door, which nobody ever puts in because they buy ahead of time or something.
Oh,
that you can't get because, got to sell those 25 tickets. So
something I was going to mention to you, Rocky, is that when the corona virus, the COVID-19 broke out and shut everybody down, and most of us were in quarantine, a record company, record label, Big Wood Record, contacted Big Wood Records.
Big Wood Records?
Yeah, that's our friend Brandon Welch. So he contacted us and wanted to start a Corona concert series. So we launched that within a couple weeks of all the quarantine, and we went for 6 weeks straight, every Friday. And we broadcast musicians, much like yourself. We'd bring them on the show and they would play live. So we do that monthly now, and we would love to have you on, maybe even next month for our Corona series.
That would be great.
Cool. Yeah, I think
it's 30-minute set. It's a 30-minute set and 30-minute set, and the whole show is like 4.5 hours. I mean, it just depends. But 4 to 5 hours.
I'm going to let our group know on Facebook so that we can definitely get you looped in on all of this.
Yeah, get me looped in with everything. I'm on your guys' team, man. Anything you guys are going on, I'd happy to do my best to make better. If that means performing like virtually, I'm happy to do that.
Cool.
Excellent.
Yes, that's awesome. Thank you.
We might be asking help for like future guests on our lovely little podcast.
Yeah, I got you.
I love that you did the shaka.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm gonna paste that to Brandon too. So he does all the booking. So our friend he's from Toast too. His band is Toast, and his record label, like you have a record label, is called Big Wood Records. Check him out.
Okay, yeah. Why is it called Big Wood Records?
That's what
God only knows.
We did not ask, but we promote.
Okay, so I can't say the F-bomb, but I can say Big Wood as much as I want, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Big Wood Records. That sounds like something I would love to just get my hands on.
Kids are Googling it as we speak. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You would love to get your hands on that Big Wood, huh?
Yeah, if I could just get a taste of what Big Wood is about, I think that it would be cool.
I'm dead.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm dead.
Hey, did you guys get you guys had 200 yet?
That's hilarious.
I don't know. Have we reached 200 yet, Crash? Can you
I don't know. Hold on, let me see.
Can you check?
Maybe
I can check.
Okay, cool. Well, I have another question for you, Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
So I ask musicians that come on the show what advice they have for other musicians and for anybody that's starting out in music.
Okay. Yeah. So for the people who are starting out, practice your instrument.
Yes.
So I do 15
Yes.
minutes a day. 15 minutes a day for 5 days is better than like 2.5 hours one day a week.
Oh,
So
that's
just
true.
like play if you really if you want to be a musician, uh, just play your instrument because like I think a lot of people get ahead of themselves because they want to be rock stars or they want to be popular. But it's okay to want that. It's okay to want to be like a successful musician, but if you suck, it kind of makes all of us look bad. So just practice your instrument. You know what I mean?
That was a great quote. I'm going to use that.
Go for it. Yeah,
So
that's a jewel
unfortunately,
for
we
you.
are still at 198
Dang,
subscribers.
come on,
Whoa.
guys.
Okay.
Come on, guys.
Still
Listen,
two
if
left.
anybody,
Come on, I'm getting
I know,
disappointed.
I know Adam. He's in the next room. I know he can hear me.
Come on, Adam.
Subscribe.
Try.
Yeah, just subscribe. Just give him a subscribe. And if there's anybody like watching
I'll
still,
throw in our link
just
again.
come
Here,
on.
let me
I'm
find
trying
it.
to.
Boom.
I'm trying to set a goal. Yeah, it's okay.
Subscribe here. Come on, guys. We're trying to set our goal. We're trying to get free t-shirts out to people. Rocky, you're just going to get a free t-shirt because I know you want one.
Yeah, I do want one. I would wear it. I'll wear it right over this shirt.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. But so okay, so that would be some advice that I could give to more of the novice musicians. Some advice that I could give to professional musicians would be, I mean, content is king if you're trying to get yourself out there. So don't be afraid to just like put things that like express your creativity online and connect with the people. But also don't jump the gun. I have so many times in my career put stuff out that I wasn't happy with because I just wanted it out at a certain time. You know what I mean? It was like I had a date in mind. I like romanticized a date or a time
Yeah.
frame and compromised my ability. So it
I've had
seems
to
like
do
we're all
that with
running
a
out of
couple of
time.
my bands
Yeah,
where
exactly.
I had to
Yeah.
release stuff I'm not exactly excited about, but I have to release it because I've been outvoted.
Oh, who outvoted you? The rest
The
of the
rest of
band?
the band.
The other bandmates.
The
The other bandmates.
Was it like a unanimous
The person who
decision or?
started the band. The the person who started the band, and I feel like they always get like more votes somehow
Well, they probably
Oh,
have a
because
more
they're like,
budget for a
well,
campaign.
I don't care that I want, and this is what's gonna happen,
that's like the leverage.
and
Yeah.
that's what's happening.
Oh, so you just got to get through to them, and then you can get what you
Yeah,
want, right? I mean, yeah,
it's
it's
my
like,
band. I'll do whatever, even though I'm just,
yeah. And then
you know,
I have a third piece of advice for people who are more like in the business side of it, who are
Mhm.
trying to kind of like make a living doing it. Um, and that would to be just don't sell yourself short. I think that I've done plenty of that. I don't give anybody advice on things that I haven't experienced. And I've done gigs for free drinks or I've done gigs for this and that. And it's okay to help people out, especially if it's like a benefit or if it's
Right.
like a or if it's like you got to be
Yeah.
keen on when helping people is going to help you without using anybody. If it's like if it's a consensual exchange like between efforts. Um, but just don't sell
I
yourself
agree.
short because it's the same
I
thing to the
agree.
novice, like to the beginning, the people in the beginning. If you, if you don't practice and you go out and try to show off, you make us all look bad. And then if you're trying to make a living and you do a show for less than minimum wage, then that makes us all not get paid. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, right.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, I wish I could get minimum wage for doing a show. That'd be sweet. At least I get something.
Well, in California,
no, see, that's
was.
exactly what I'm talking about. What you just said is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, yo,
Yeah.
if you're not getting paid, keep that on the DL. You know what I mean? Like like and figure out a way to get paid, because if these people know, and these people by mean anybody who's trying to take
Just
advantage of
our
artists.
industry needs to change. Our venue owners need to change, and they need to realize that, you know what, musicians can survive without the
Well,
venue owners.
what
Can the
happened?
venue
Our
owners survive
minds,
without musicians?
our minds
There's
need to
got to
change.
be some, you know, give here. And thank you, Devin Paul, for being a subscriber.
Oh,
Ooh.
Devin Paul, we got 199,
Oh,
huh?
so we need one more.
We need one more.
Oh my
Let's
god.
see. Let's see. I
Text your
might
friend.
sometimes I
Yeah,
don't
I'm gonna
always
come
get
on.
Be like, come on,
sometimes
guys.
I don't always get the emails.
No. Here, let's all
So I
put it.
got to go.
Yeah.
We'll
I
all
like that, like when I go on my YouTube, but the are 109. We're almost there, kids.
Almost there.
almost there. We're almost there.
Almost there.
We
We
got
got
9
10
minutes
minutes.
left of the show. We want to do this. I'm going to put out a
But
little.
you know what? When I go onto YouTube, the first thing that pops up is like, start exploring Facebook today, and then it's like musicians hang out, and then it's like Griffin the French Bulldog.
We are at 199.
199. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can get you guys another subscriber. Where's the link
200
to your page?
subscriber.
Just need one more. But here's the thing, like, we want you guys to continue to subscribe to Musicians Hangout.
Right.
Don't just give it to us today and then tomorrow decide, you know what, I'm gonna unsubscribe to these
Who
bitches.
unsubscribes from anything
Who
from Facebook?
unsubscribes? Like, who does that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Sometimes it happens with us. Like, they subscribe until their favorite artist is on, and then they unsubscribe. And
they
it's
have too
like,
much time on their
bro,
hands.
you don't know what kind of music we are gonna have on next. Like, it could be your next favorite band. You don't know. You have to keep tuning in because we have all sorts of music coming on. We love
Yes,
all
we do.
kinds of music. It's our jam.
Oh, Justin. He messaged us.
I
Oh, where's
see
he
that.
at?
Oh, did he? Yes, he did. I saw that.
So I'll put the link.
He said, oh, yeah. It is
Hey.
not on that.
See if we can get that subscriber. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
before we sign off, Rocky had another song to share with us. So we'll let you do that. All right, Rocky?
Okay. I don't know what it is yet, so I'm gonna think
Oh,
about
okay.
it. I'm gonna think about it in the next 20 seconds. But I guess also like, I wish I could have thought about this a little bit more, because I gave all this like intricate advice to like, like all these different people. But I think my advice to musicians in general, or artists in general, or entertainment in general, is just to make sure to remember why you're doing it, and just like embrace the moment. Because when I'm on stage and performing, is like, that's when I feel like I'm myself. So just like, whatever, like if you got 3.5 minutes to play your favorite song, and then those 3.5 minutes, like you forget about like all the crazy shit that's going on, and or you know what I mean, or you turn a podcast and like there's sock puppets and you're like, what the hell, and you want to forget about it. Just like embrace that time that you spent on stage, because
Yes.
or embrace the time that you're spending making music with your friends, because you don't know when you're going to be able to do it again.
Those moments
that's-
go by fast.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, you're on Corona lockdown.
Good advice, Rocky. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. I wish I could say that that's the only advice that I have, but I have some pretty bad advice too. So I'll just play a song instead of keep talking. Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Take it away.
Do I have to play an original song, or can I play like It's also on my Spotify. It's my first ever single. It's called Natty Daddy Baby Mama. She spent the last $2 on 24 ounces of high gravity malt liquor. Then she announces that she's going to the party, yeah. Then she bounces. I can tell she's been drinking by the way she pronounces my name. My name. Ooh, I love the way she says my name. When she's drunk by noon, yeah, she's drunk by noon. Always drunk by noon. And that's because she's a natty daddy baby mama. She's a natty daddy baby mama. She's a natty daddy baby mama. She's a natty daddy baby mama, yeah. Well, she used to have marbles and she used to have goals until somebody broke her heart, and now she lives in a hole. And she doesn't care what you think when she swings from the pole, as long as she could get enough money to drink and forget her own name. Her name. Ooh, I love the way she says my name when she's drunk by noon. Yeah, she's drunk by noon. Always drunk by noon. And that's because she's a natty daddy baby mama. 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 Oh, it's much too late to save her poor young soul. Yeah, she's on her own, always on her own. That's because, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's a natty daddy baby mama. 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 Yeah. Thank you.
That was awesome. Oh my gosh.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was sweet. I like that
And like
one.
I said, I have Rocky. You can get your merch and all sorts of stuff at rockyburning.com.
Yeah, everything's dropping Saturday.
Check 'em out.
Yeah,
You can check them out
Saturday.
at Rocky Burning on Spotify. Or the Rocky Burning on Spotify.
You're not
I'm
gonna
definitely gonna get that because
on the single that's dropping. Thirsty will be dropped on Saturday. So check it out.
I personally cannot wait for that because that was a kicking song.
Yeah, it
Like
was.
I said, I heard that little tiny clip and I was like, ooh, I want to hear the rest of this song.
I feel super honored that you debuted that on our show. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Cheers to that. Cheers to you.
Oh, cheers. Yeah.
Oh, cheers. I don't even have a
Cheers.
cheerser.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
By the way, I'm drinking an exquisite cab sauv that I bought for $9 at like a.
Ooh.
Hey, mine was $5.99. I've got Barefoot Sweet Red Blend. So
That's what you would call delectable.
yes. I will.
Ooh, wait. I can cheers you guys now. I have some cheap
Is that
vodka.
Kool-Aid?
Do we have 200?
No, it's cheap vodka, $10 for a half gallon, and some ruby red squirt because I think it's delicious. So cheers.
I bet you save money on that actually, like having the hard alcohol like that. You can get 200.
I gotta tell you guys. So yesterday I went to the store. This is real quick. Went to the store, and I got to use my Safeway rewards cards. and meat is super expensive right now because of the whole Corona thing. I
Yes.
got a pack of like little steaks for 49 cents.
What?
Because my rewards, yeah, it was originally like $13.59, and then it had like $6 off and then $7 off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it only came to like 49 cents that I paid for this like almost pound and a half of meat.
Dude, that's great.
Wow.
Congrats.
I was like,
Check out your local Safeways, everybody. And Rocky, it's been so awesome to have you on the show. This was a really, really fun interview. I really enjoyed it. And we'd love to have you back sometime, especially for our Corona concert series. And our friend Brandon Welch from Toast and Bigwood Records will be contacting you for that.
Oh, that would be great. I really would like to
and
hear.
yeah, I will.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
I was
No,
just
thank you
gonna
guys so
say,
much.
yeah, and we're all gonna be home.
I don't know what's going on.
Thank you for being on the show. It was awesome. It was super awesome. Sorry,
Yeah.
there's a delay. It's weird.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Thank you guys so much. I'm really happy to be on here. I hope it was your best episode yet. And
Oh, yes, of course.
when someone tops it, I'll be back because I don't like being in second place. So like, no, I'm kidding. But really though, I really enjoyed being on the show. I'm happy I got a chance to play for everybody, and I really appreciate the support. And I also support everything that you guys are doing. I'm really happy you're doing it because people like me need you guys right now.
Aw.
Yeah.
We want to support our brothers and sisters, you know,
We need
in our
people.
music adventures.
We need each other. Everybody needs everyone, right?
Yes.
Indeed. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight with Rocky Burning and Crash Fist Fight and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells over here, the backwards
All right.
land.
I will sign us out.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good night, everyone. See you next week.